The Buckeyes will kick it away first. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. They're going to get on that football, and what a job by the onside kick team to pull that one off and steal a possession. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Quarterback extends the play. Finds space on the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack. now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Motion from the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw again. Touchdown time! Fit it in the window for the score.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's back. Going for a big play right off the bat. Makes the grab on the left side. Hits the crease. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big 1st down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Steps away. On the run, deep down the right side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. What a nightmare for this defense. His 2nd big play, gashing this secondary and fitting right into that gold standard of Alabama big play receivers.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to find some answers, Reese. I mean, this guy, you can tell he can blow the lid off a defense with that speed, and you just better know where he's at pre-snap. Wherever they put him, let's make sure we get some help over the top. If not,
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Sends it downfield. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw. It's Beck. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? He's bringing the pass rush that time.
Now, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. This guy's got to be so athletic, and you see him blitz and run games and all the different things they can do. Aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense, these guys are as versatile as it gets.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk. Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Hard running there. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the sticks, it's Miller. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
To the air on 2nd down. And the timing just a hair off. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Alabama facing fourth down as we open play here in the second quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop. It
breaks into the open.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And the Canes looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Alabama pushing the tempo. Leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it. Finds a seam. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miami.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Using his feet to buy time. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
Just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Lions on the move. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football. Great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Look like the wide receiver getting that INT.
To the air on first down. Fires to the right. It's complete. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
From the gun, the ground game. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. To the air, it's back. Unleashes to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The play action fake. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
So if the offense stays out there on fourth down, they've got to get it to the next time zone to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets one fly deep. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Daniels.
Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Simpson. With the catch, it's Cuevas. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Lost a throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Throwing right. With the catch, it's Horton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field, you get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch, it's Horton. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And even though they're trailing, in the fourth quarter. They've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Wants to keep it in the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. To the air, it's Russell. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the air. It's Beck. Finds his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching. You're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You don't allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this is a part of the game where it is so nice to have a big physical running back who can break tackles, right? You got the lead. It's late in the game. Defense is tired, and he's able to just bounce off of tacklers, keep going forward, picking up first downs and moving the sticks.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
3rd and goal, the offense still trying to run the football here. And how about the individual effort up front by this defender? Getting penetration, now setting up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be